let me just explain to you why this video is so shitty. So basically, I have a bacterial infection in my throat right now. Every time I talk, it hurts more, so I probably shouldn't be doing this, but also, I don't care. I need something to do. This is solving that issue. I'm literally drinking out of a child's Toy Story 4 juice box right now. It's really hard for me to swallow that. Another reason this video is shitty is because my keyboard and mouse are really fucking loud. So basically, this video is gonna be all about the weird fucking dreams that I always have. I was probably like 5 or 6 or something. I had this dream that all of the Scooby-Doo villains were having this like get together. They had this picnic for some reason, and I was there with my family, but they weren't eating food. They were eating like those Jello rings, you know, that you get at like Kroger. So there were like thousands of picnic tables in this giant warehouse that was run down, and all of the Scooby-Doo villains were in there eating Jello cake, being scary. So I was scared. I mean, they were all like being normal and eating, but I was scared because, you know, them bitches being scary, for real. When I was in like 5th grade, I would have these nightmares that this car would drive past my house and they'd be like, get in, and for some reason I was taking the garbage out, but in the opposite direction of where the garbage can is. This car that doesn't have a driver drives by, and like the back door opens, like they wanted me to get in. I was like starting to run away, and then I got to this golf course and I was like, oh my god, I need to hide. And one version of the dream, like I would just go and hide in the golf course, and then in another version I went to the golf course and the whole thing was like had a deck over it, but I went under there and there were a bunch of clowns like performing surgery. I don't know. And I would have that nightmare all the time. Like I just kept having this fucking nightmare for some reason. I had this one nightmare, I think I was like 8. Me and my sister and my dad, we all found this pirate ship in the river. And we were like, oh my god, this is cool. So we got on there. And my dad starts talking to these pirates, and my sister and I are like, yo, these dudes are evil, like we should get off of here. But my dad's just talking to him, he doesn't care, and he's like drinking beer with them, and they're like having fun and talking and like partying and stuff. I lost my sister. I was like, oh my god, where'd she go? She's somewhere on this ship. And then a pirate like kidnaps me and puts me in this cage, and I kept like screaming for my dad, and I was like, Dad, bro, all these pirates are trying to kidnap me for, what's going on? And finally, like, I got out somehow and I found my sister. So we went and we found my dad, and he was just drinking beer, not doing anything with these pirates. And I was like, oh my god, bruh, they almost killed us. They could have. And he was like, yeah, and then we jumped off the boat and swam away. So that was a fun time. I woke up and I felt betrayed by my father. Okay, so I mentioned that I was sick, right? So, the whole reason I wanted to do this video is because I had an actual fever dream last night. Everybody had hydro flasks, and they kept saying this phrase that I just didn't understand. On their hydro flasks, they all had these stickers that said the phrase that they kept repeating. On the top it said, life is like a turtle. And then on the bottom it said, bubbles. Or in the middle it had like a little cartoon picture drawing of a turtle. Life is like a turtle. Bubbles. And everyone kept saying this phrase, and I was so confused. I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. This is such a good phrase. Like, I'm gonna start using this. I don't know. Like, I think I would buy that sticker if I saw it in a store. Oh my god. I kept having these nightmares, like, maybe not even a month ago. So I had one where my grandmas kept trying to get me to smoke heroin. Not fun. Not a very fun experience. So basically, I read that deja vu is just when your brain stores a memory the wrong way. But straight up, I be having dreams about things that I'm like, what does this mean? And then it'll happen like a month later or like years later. All the time, like, stuff be happening and I'm like, I swear to God, I've had a dream about this before, and then I just sound like an idiot. Dude, dreams are so weird. Like, I understand people wanting to, like, try to make sense of them, but I straight up just had a dream the other night that was like, I don't know, life is like a turtle. I just, like, what could possibly be significant about that? Another thing I don't understand is people, like, having fixations on zodiac signs. What doesn't make sense is, like, assuming people are one way because of the day they were born on. I've never understood how it works either. I picked literally the worst spot to put my house. Like, monsters can swim and not take damage, and also, like, if I want to have a basement, I can't do that because all around me is just gravel and water. I think weird dreams are one of the funniest things. Like, it's your own brain that's thinking of these things. That's why it's hilarious. Especially, like, bad dreams, because you're like, why the fuck did my brain just do this to me? I'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening to this stupid fucking video and listening to me be sick. Goodbye. What the fuck? What was going through our minds? Like, why would we do this? She just farted. She full on farted. This is... I don't remember that part.